Welcome back to Trinity Ironworks. So you need some practice. Not on hammer flipping, on forging. Today's topic, nails. I've got a whole box full of them right here. So there are two main types of nails in the world today. You have the forged nail and you have the wire nail. There is a very wide variety of nails. There are so many types. And just to name a few today and go over a few of some of them, we've got trim nails. We've got concrete nails. We've got small framing nails. We've got bigger framing nails. We've got a different type of concrete nail. We've got, oh, I don't know, another smaller framing nail. Many different types of nails. You get the point. If you really want to know all the types, there's Google. Knock yourself out. Have fun. I don't care. But the point is, there's many types of nails, and there is two main types. The forged nail and the wire nail. Whether it's forged by hand or not, two main types, forged or wire. So a wire nail is made out of wire, hence why it's called the wire nail. It is made out of a thickness of wire that is cut, beveled, and cold riveted usually all over to make the head. So many different types. One of the most base things in blacksmithing is making nails. It incorporates drawing out the material, hot cutting, measuring, and riveting. All very base, rudimentary things that are very good to help build that muscle memory, build that skill at the anvil, know the parts of the anvil, know where the locations of the hardy hole and the prigil hole are on the anvil. All very good things to help build your skill. So today I'm going to show you how to make a nail. It's a very simple process, I assure you. I might make it look easy. I might screw it up, I don't know. But today we're going to be doing something, there goes my hammer. Today we're going to be doing the one heat nail. All done in one heat. You heat the metal one time, you make the nail. Very simple. Now, don't let that discourage you. You take as many heats as you need. If it takes you 16 heats, if it takes you 3 heats, if it takes you 40 heats to make one nail, that's fine. Not a big deal. You're learning. You are learning. You just started out. So, we've got our metal in the forge. We're starting with a piece of 3/16 round stock to make this nail. So, this is just a very simple version of a nail header. Literally, all it is, I just drilled a small hole, countersunk with a bigger hole, and drove a square punch through, and countersunk just a little bit here on this face here so your nail doesn't get stuck. Very simple nail header, made out of just a piece of bar stock, a railroad clip actually. You can get fancy with nail headers. I don't particularly get fancy with nail headers because I don't make a lot of nails. But for a base thing and practice, they're very good. So, a little mistake I made here to show you guys on purpose was I left my hardy cut in the anvil. Please do not do that if you have a hardy cut, if you're using a chisel. But if you have a hardy cut, please do not leave it in the anvil and forge. Because let me tell you what's going to happen if you can't already see. You have a very high chance of completely shredding your knuckles. I speak from personal experience. I did that once. It's not fun. Don't do it. When you are not hot cutting, do not leave your hot cut in the anvil, the hardy hole. So we'll start off by just drawing a point on the material of the metal. And not a blunt point, we're just going to draw about a 1-inch taper. So we'll heat our metal. using the 90-degree blows. Every time I hit, I'm turning 90 degrees. So we take that, we pop our Hardy cut in, switch to the bad face of our hammer, take our nail header to measure where the head of the nail should be, measure, take our nail header off, hot cut, just down to the thread of the metal, what is left, break your nail off, drop your tongs, and rivet that sucker over. To get that out, cool it off, because this metal, your nail header, is cold. The nail's hot. When metal heats, it expands. When metal cools, it shrinks. So, not a perfect nail, just a small head, but that's how it's done. One heat, very simple. It incorporated drawing a taper, measuring, hot cutting, and riveting. Not too hard. You just need practice. You just got to try it out. And that can go into our box of nails. So let's pick up our metal off the ground so we don't burn that into our boot. But like I said, it's a very simple thing, making nails is. And don't let this video discourage you. I've been practicing this for years now. Making nails, you can learn fast at it. And if it takes you 10 heats, if it takes you 1 heat, if it takes you 3 heats, great. It's good practice. If you make your nail and you get your taper drawn out and you're not paying attention in your fire, if it's a coal fire, and you burn that steel up, it's fine. I used to really beat myself up about that in the beginning years of I would make something and I would burn it. Just melt the crap out of it. It's burnt, it's done, it's gone. Sometimes it's sitting in the bottom of the fire. It's like, ugh! And I would beat myself up about that so hard for such a long time until I realized that it wasn't a waste. You know, I'd buy my own coal, buy my own tools, you know, take my time, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a waste. I always thought there for a while that it was a waste. Like, oh, I wasted coal, I wasted this metal, I wasted my time, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a waste. You learned. You were learning. You were practicing. You were building that skill. It's very important. Very important. So I hope you guys can get out to your shop, your forge, your fire pit in the backyard, and just get out there and try and make some nails. Or just try and make some spikes. Just literally just go ahead and draw some tapers and cut them off. If you don't have a nail header, that's okay. If you just start drawing those tapers and cutting them off, they don't have a head, but they're still a little spike, and you can still hang stuff with them. They're a great little project, and they're great practice. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support on the channel already. I love all of you. Forge on.